Good day, and welcome to Zabriella's chart. I'm going to start actually with some cards before we get into the chart, just to like back up whatever we're about to dig into in here. So I'm going to be giving you the key components to her North Node and her Rising. The Rising is the character that she wanted to become in this life or grow into, and the North Node is the direction that she is going to use to get there, like the energy she is going to embody in order to get there. The next thing I'm going to pull for is the character, who she had to be, what hats she had to wear in order to get there. So let's get started with this tea first. It's so hot. It's hot outside. Like there's AC on in this house, but immediately when I went to like go put down the cards, I'm like, oh my gosh, can I fluff like my hair or something for a second? Because I feel the burn. There's something about the heat index going on out there. In my opinion, it's just indicative of hell rising on earth. Whatever, who am I? So, who does Ariella come here to be? Who did she come here to be? I love this. Off top. An angel. An angel. Okay. Messiah. She's going to carry on your torch. So the light attribute for angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. The light attribute for Messiah, serving humanity with humility. Shadow attributes, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. Shadow attribute, exaggerated belief that you are the only one that can succeed or through which a cause can succeed. So let's see who she had to be in order to get there. Who does she need to embody to be there? It's going to happen anyway. It just would be nice, like as her mom to know, right? Ah, that Scorpio moon came through. So, dancer. Dance is important. The ability to feel, you like my dancer move. It was the energy flowing through her body. It's going to help her unblock all of the old repressed emotions that she is dealing with or that she will be dealing with because that's her power. Her magic comes through movement, through physical movement. So if she's mad and she like needs to get it out, if you gave her a drum or she was in like a hip hop or a tap class, yo, imagine being able to somebody up, like to being able to tap and then all your enemies fall because you're like tap dancing them to death. That's the energy I'm feeling here. She is a physical empath like her mother, but she is going to be able to use the power in a different way. And it's all based on this betrayal energy. I'm going to find out how that happens in this life, but it feels like part of her came back for like revenge. Like it's stuff from the other life. Like something happened and she was like, it's cool. You got me this time. But as soon as I come back, tap dancing on your ass. So let's get to this chart so I can see how this played out. Mother rising, right? That's what the Cancer rising is, family rising. But with her having it at the 25th degree, that's the final degree of like the Aries missions. It is a degree of self, like a test of self. Your daughter is becoming a matriarch. She is starting her own family line. And this is to help her father's side of the family. Like there's stuff she's clearing out for you in the matriarchal side. But what she does in her career, what she's going to do that is outward, like her job, is going to have to do something with repairing the legacy from her father's side. That Scorpio moon on the mom side is heavy. So let me put these cards back so I can focus. I was trying to like. So, mom rising, matriarch rising. In this life, she is partially detached from her thoughts. So there's a, do I want to say evil twin? If there was a planet in this Gemini in 12th, I'd say she's dealing with the evil twin. There's a whole side of her she's suppressing. But because there is no planet there, there are just some of her thoughts she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand her mental processes fully. Her dreams might be hard for her to decode, but sometimes the things that she is saying, they come from outside of her. She's a channeler. This is put into place, I'm getting, so that her logic doesn't mess up her spidey senses. So she's going to be learning very early on. Sometimes it's not what it looks like, it's what it will become, because there are so many things that her mind is going to tell her is like, it's like, you know how anxiety lies to you? Sometimes her mind will lie to her. But she'll learn, I need to trust my intuition over my logic. That's the point in having that work out that way. So she always trusts something higher than herself. The next part is this Cancer in 12. So that means that you were karmic. Grandma was karmic. Coming into this family was karmic. This also means that sometimes she has a hard time with boundaries, emotional boundaries. Like a lot of people take energy from her or will try to take energy from her because she's so caring and she's a mother figure. But then she'll also have to learn how to respect other people's boundaries, like because she wants to care for people so much. Sometimes she might be like, oh, just let me help you. And they might not be the type of people who you would give help to. You know what I mean? There are givers and there are takers. Sometimes her energy, because she's such a giver, is going to lead her to takers until she develops those boundaries. But that's something she's trying to learn from last life. When I said she had a Scorpio moon, or we were discussing the betrayals, it's from people who took and took and took her energy in other times. So an important part of what you are teaching her is that you can still be strong and you can be a warrior and you can still be soft and you can be loving at the same time. It's just you pick and choose who gets what pieces and what parts of you and your energy, right? So she doesn't have anything in the first house. That means she already accomplished self. She is very much in the energy of soft, but creative, artistic. She's an inspiration to others. Like she probably lights up a room with this energy, just being in her first house, right? This Jupiter, her expansion, her growth is in her second house. This means her money will balloon and expand based upon how much she lets herself grow in life. Now it's retrograde, which means she's going to take some time to learn who she is as a healer, just because like the universe doesn't want her to get her gifts too early and then be taken advantage of again. So that's what that Jupiter is about. It's ruling her ninth house, which is ruling like most of the chart. Why do I say that? Okay, so the 21st degree is a Sagittarius degree. That's her North Node. That's where she's going. She's going to be taking very spiritual concepts and grounding them into reality so that when she teaches, she has things to back it up. So everything that you are teaching her or you will be teaching her, she's going to take that and take it to like the next level. She's going to carry the torch. You might have showed her how to understand prophecy and synchronicity and all those types of things, but she's going to be able to explain to other people how it's coming through the matrix, how it's grounding into reality. She's going to be connecting the dot between spirituality and science with her gift, right? That's that 21st degree. She also has her Venus, which is her value, how she's going to earn in this life, her magnet for what she draws to herself and what she has to give out to people. Also at the 21st degree with her Uranus, which is her big radical change in this life, right? And then her Mercury is at the 21st degree. All of this ruled by her Jupiter, her Sagittarius energy. She is a spiritual guru. I'm saying that because her Jupiter is at the 13th degree in the sign of Virgo, a healing person who teaches through their own experiences. That 21st degree means she works for the Father. She works for Sky Daddy. She came from the house of Sky Daddy to arrive in the house of the goddess. So she is here particularly to help feminine people. Like she won't discriminate or anything. But this third house is the house of the goddess, the divine feminine. Her sun is at the third degree, the degree of the divine goddess. It's also a Gemini degree. So Her houses are split into two sections in each house. Your daughter is going to become a different person. Like she's going to start off one way and then she's going to flip like into her ascended self. The whole life before 18 and a half, I'm getting, it's like that phone analogy I use. You know how when you get a new cell phone, it comes with all the basic apps and stuff on it, and then you fill in your information to make it more personalized for you, right? She is filling in her phone, personalizing it through the human so that one day her higher self can pour in and then that angel thing can happen. It's like the angel self is being protected in her Gemini, her secondary energy, while the rest of her is learning everything it needs to learn to one day be somebody who was very impactful. So she has a finale, a exam. That's in Pallas. Pallas is the unique genius and the strategy asteroid. For her, she wanted to contribute something important to humanity, something that would help them evolve beyond their trauma. That 21st degree says God gave her a gift, gave her a purpose, planted something in her mind that is going to grow one day. And she'll place that down. And that's when that retrograde Jupiter will flip out. So when her Jupiter becomes active, and that's sort of coming up, as a matter of fact, let me hit the transits. Yep, so this runs backwards. This goes this way. Her Jupiter is going to be active sometime next year, right? That is also going to trigger her abundance. I feel like she is a part of your empire. She might help you write books. She might help you with animals, but you're going to be passing the torch for what you do on to her. She is like your understudy, your protege. Uh, that's an interesting ping to get, but let me put your chart with hers because I got that she is you, which is interesting because I'm like, she has a twin. She has a twin that's not in the body with her. So let's see. You are on the outside and she is on the inside. If I am getting that she is your twin and you are her twin, and y'all are creating a business together in a sneaky way, like if y'all had came together as twins, your mission might have been thwarted because the bad guys or the astral people that are looking for you guys are used to seeing y'all as a duo. This time y'all split up and you gave birth to her instead, which is beautiful, right? Your moon in Leo is in her first house. That's a sign of somebody being a fragment of another person, first house connections. Your sun and her Mercury. Mercury rules Gemini energy. Y'all have a telepathic connection. And her south node in your seventh house means she's coming out of your shadow. So if y'all were twins and I was saying something about an evil twin, which is so funny, right? She would actually be the evil twin. And the upgrade that she gets later in life is to pull her higher self in because in this life she was born as her lower or your shadow self to evolve from that. And that's why her moon is in Scorpio. She used to be the problem. What was the problem? Jealousy over betrayals. Let me get back into her chart because I'm getting like a whole different like storyline between you guys. Like you used to be sisters, but you were the sister that was always praised. You always got all the attention. Both of you have your sun in 10th. There are a million ways to tell when somebody's a twin, but I have never seen it because like seeing both of your charts have similar stuff in different places. Like the same power tilted in a way that only somebody who's like really into these charts could tell. Like the struggling that you went through becomes her healing power. Everything that you have done before she arrived here, like gave her a up, like a level up, a bonus up. Her Mars and your Neptune. Her power gives you power. So you guys work together like this. You see your Mars backs up her power as a healer. Her Mars backs up your clairvoyance. So let's say above you are one entity. Y'all became two entities, which is why I'm calling you twins or sisters. But when y'all are in each other's fields, when y'all are sharing each other's synastry, y'all are still moving as one being that makes you more powerful than you are individually. How old is she turning? Because something is shifting with her gifts in alignment with yours for y'all to get ready for the next part. So a composite tells you what you are combined, but what your megazord is, right? You guys as a megazord or Leo rising. Y'all are royalty rising. Y'all are both rising back into the divine feminine. Y'all are rising into one entity that is well known. Y'all are at the final degree. Y'all are taking a test on your ability to work together as a team to create abundance and get out of debt. Imagine thinking I know it's going to sound funny, but thinking like, I am the best person in the galaxy for this job and there's nobody else that could be my partner. How about I just split me in two and then I'll work with me and we'll get it done because angels. That's the energy here. The 12th degree, any parts of a chart that have the same number, like the same degrees, they all funnel into the same circuit. You have your abundance and your unique genius as a team at the same degree as your rising. You guys are turning into a dynamic female duo of healers who are assisting the divine feminine and their children for the next generation as spiritual gurus out in the world, a family of gurus. Those that come after you will be gurus is like what you will be known as. Why? Because Moon in Virgo at the 27th degree, that is a past life as healers at a twin degree, and that is how you're going to earn money. The transformation, you see this Pluto is also at the 27th degree? The transformation that occurs is when you both get in sync into the fact that, oh, this is our business. This is what we're doing. The synergy, and I keep saying synergy, but it is the energy of two people in this synastry coming together. Y'all are going to empower each other to do what you were not able to do as individuals in business, particularly. There is a mental like electricity that goes between the two of you. So if you start talking to her like, hey, I want to make a kid's book. I'm thinking about this character. Then immediately she's going to go, well, I feel like such and such, such and such. And together you guys are both putting together a masterpiece that would not have came together the same if it was just one of you. So to round out her chart, she came to be well known because of the family business that was built from the child that she was a time that she was a child on the way up. She will earn lots of money through partnerships with other people, through sharing her voice, through connecting, through overcoming barriers that are typically seen between different races, religions, and genders. Being somebody who is a representative of what Logos energy really is. And I got that I needed to add that. So let's go on and see where her Logos is. Logos is where the word of God is made manifest in your life, where you stream the symbolism and the voice, the messages from above. Her Logos is at the 0th degree. That means unlimited potential, right? In the literary energy, in the writer energy, in the Gemini house of the writer, right? Retrograde. It's held back, purposely held back her transformation and all that stuff so nobody sees her coming. It's like you're the twin that went out first and you set the thing. She keeps it burning. And then the children are the ones that solidify it. And by the children, I mean her children, the ones she has. She's starting a new branch based on what you do, but yours is like the coup de grace, the end for the family line that you came from. She is creating one for the future in the healed feminine and masculine balance that will take place after this. So whatever the status of her relationship with her father is, or none of that will matter, because she's going to have a wonderful husband, wonderful traditional life because of the person she is and what she signed up for. Like she was willing to sacrifice and pour a lot into her job, but the goal was for her to have her own family and clear out what needed to be cleared from what came before. So y'all have a lot of work ahead of you.